Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Quantum Mastery. I'm Anthony Price, and this is going to be our second video on the science of laws of attraction. And in this video, we're going to cover dowsing just one more time because it's a very important issue. It's a very important tool, and once we understand the power of this tool, it just changes the game for everything. But what we're going to do is I'm going to start this out with a little short story, and the story is about a dinner party. And at this dinner party, there are distinguished guests. There's scientists, there's famous dancers, artists, so forth and so on. And as they're having their dinner, the host comes out and she just casually mentions that she happens to have one of her large ponds in her garden that has a leak. And she doesn't know where the leak is coming from, but it's losing a lot of water. So one of the guests gets up from the table, springs into action. He makes himself some dowsing rods really, really quick. He goes into the back, into this garden, and within a short period of time, he found the leak. And this leak is underground, 10, 20 feet underneath the ground, but he still found the leak. That guest at that party was none other than theoretical physicist himself, Mr. Albert Einstein. And what most people don't know is that Albert Einstein was just a huge fan and user of dowsing. He believed in it completely, used it several times, so forth and so on. Now, the interesting thing is it's the same Albert Einstein who gave us the famous equations such as E equals mc squared and others, etc. He also left us with a very important quote, and that quote was, "I know very well that many scientists consider dowsing as they do astrology, as a type of ancient superstition, but according to my conviction, this is unjustified. The dowsing rod is a simple instrument which shows the uncanny reaction of the human nervous system to certain factors which are unknown to us at this time." Now, love this. Absolutely brilliant man. The world's gained so much from his knowledge, but even he himself didn't understand what was happening with dowsing. Well, here at Quantum Mastery, we've cracked that code, and we call that today, we call it the laws of attraction. Now, for those of you who are new, I'm going to give you just a simple, short description on how dowsing works and what it's all about. If you want more information, we have video number 1. You can go back and that gives you a thorough explanation on exactly what dowsing is. But dowsing has been used for hundreds of years. You can make them out of sticks, you make them out of rods, metal rods, so forth and so on. And you just basically have them in L shapes. And what you'll do is you just scan the area. So when Albert Einstein was out in the garden in that party, he just had these rods and he was walking over the property. And as he walked over the property around that lake, he was looking for the lake, or for the leak, pardon me. But he knew in his mind what he wanted to find. So once he got over that leak, his rods crossed. And that's how he knew exactly where the leak was located underground, even though he couldn't see it. Now, the thing of it is that he was a very brilliant man, but he didn't understand this complete process because all he had to do was look the other way. Now, what I mean is this. Let's look at this tree that's to the left of me here. If I want to find that tree, that palm tree, let me go back to neutral. I don't want to have anything. That palm tree, I like that palm tree. I want that palm tree. If I had a palm tree like that, that would just be great. It gives me shade. I could hang hammocks for it. We want to make sure our rods we're not influencing them and give them room not to move. But if you notice, your rods move towards that palm tree. And this is exactly how he found the well or the leak in the pond, underground, even though he couldn't see it. Now, for items that you can't see, if you're standing over something you're looking for, once you get to what's called the statement of truth, what you're looking for, my name is Anthony Price, your rods will cross. But if it's something that's in front of you that you need to move further in one direction to get to, then your rods are going to point you in the direction of where you need to go. I want to go right, right. Okay, so now, the thing about this is this, and why dowsing is so important. It's important because the rods aren't doing anything. We're actually using our sixth sense. But most of us, in our human form, we've gotten used to using our 5 physical senses: sight, smell, touch, etc., etc. But our biggest and our greatest power that we have is our sixth sense, our spiritual sense, and that's again what we call the laws of attraction. Now, what Mr. Einstein didn't know is this. These rods have been used for hundreds of years by people, and they're always looking for the things that they do want, and they can never make the connection of why exactly that they work. There's been many theories, but they just knew and trusted in the fact that it did work. However, according to the laws of attraction, where we need to focus on what we do want and what we don't want, other than what we don't want, this is what happens. So let's say that same palm tree that I used the rods to find just a moment ago, let's say I don't like that palm tree. That palm tree is just not good in the back. I don't like that palm tree. I want another tree. I don't like the palm tree. That palm tree is just not what I like. And then bring it back to neutral and they'll come back. So, the same thing that you can use to find what you don't want, if you focus your attention in the wrong way, then you're going to find what you don't want. And that's what we say, don't put your attention on what you do want and what you don't want. Now, the rods are extremely important for us because we're not used to using this sense. Then you can consider these, they're kind of like training wheels. When you first started riding a bike, you used the training wheels, right? And what the training wheels did is they help you stabilize yourself, balance out your wobble until you start to feel it naturally, and you did it. So when you first got on your bike, you fell off and you needed the wheels and so forth and so on to keep you balanced. But after some practice and your body getting tuned to it, now you find yourself riding the bike. You do jumps, you do turns, you do everything. And the one thing you don't think about is balancing yourself, because now that one thing that was improbable for you in the beginning, it's now you're so tuned into it that you do everything else and you don't even have to think about the balancing. It comes automatic. Now, the reason why these rods, I call them tuning rods, is because that's exactly what it will do for us. It will tune you into using your sixth sense without having to think about it and worrying about if you're going right or wrong. If you use these for practice, so you can find your keys, you can find all sorts of things. But as you've done this and you've had fun with it and you've practiced over and over and over, just like riding that bike, you'll have yourself in tune. And then when you can use these to find things, your favorite cards or whatever it is that you're looking for, you'll find them. But after practice and getting yourself tuned into using your sixth sense, you don't need the rods anymore. You're already doing it anyway. You're just not used to it because we're using our physical senses. So we have to get acquainted with using our sixth sense. And that's exactly what these training wheels will do, is they're going to teach you exactly how to be wobble-free in your laws of attraction activities. So anyway, that's just a little short video we wanted to do today. We do offer these, so please, if you believe in what we're doing here, we want to offer this. We think it's just incredibly valuable information for humanity. So if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. You can also hit the little bell there, so on our next video, which is going to be incredible because it has to do with our collective power and how we can use it together to move massive amounts of energy even quicker. So if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. You'll get notified on our next video. And then also, we offer these beautiful wands here. You can get them from us. They'll be shipped out within 3 days. But everything that we're designed to do here, even the workshops that we give, all of that information is going to be made available for free online, so anyone can have access to it at all times. If you want some rods, you don't even have to get them from us. All you have to do is just give us a little message down below, send us a message, and we'll actually send you instructions on how to make your own. Other than that, thank you very much for your time. Look forward to our next video. It's going to be really good.